Olé, olé, olé. Nossa, não tinha dado uma carregada. Beleza, deixa só eu testar o áudio, né? Depois da última vez. Pronto, beleza. Bora lá, Reverse 1999 3.4. Bora lá. Eu acho que na verdade a tela vai ficar preta. Vamos ficar um pouco no void. Porque eu acho que eu esqueci de ajeitar uma coisa no negócio aqui. Pronto. Coloquei. Só. Aí, carregou. Pronto. Beleza. Vamos jogar aqui. Que tem coisinha pra fazer. Eventozinho novo. Yes.
Could you tell me a story? You travel to so many more places than I do. What are they like?
E eu espero que a internet não caia. Ah, negocinho da vila. Que bonitinho. Ele tem aqui, ó. Lançou a Barcarola. Cara, eu adoro o nome dela. Eita. Barcarola, velho. Eu não vou rodar nela. Mas, nossa, eu acho hilário o nome dela. Barcarola. Porque eu vou rodar na Fatatu. Vamos nem enrolar aqui, né? Vamos começando pelo trailer. Que é algo que é tradição já aqui, né?
Seriously? You're doing the artificial storm experiment?
Espero que o som não esteja baixo.
You're not about to go swimming with my most treasured record, are you?
You must understand. This record is a vital element of the experiment.
And you need to understand that it's a one-of-a-kind relic of rock and roll.
Oh, don't fret. I've taken that concern into account.
What?
The closest potential location for the experiment appears to be directly on the route of this cruise ship, the Freebreeze.
Wow.
Regulus está de
My
volta.
calculations show that we're veering off course. We're accelerating on a southward trajectory.
These people are fortunate. Born at the top of wealth and privilege.
Miss Grace, please, show us a new way.
What a coincidence. I so happen to have a similar device myself. 1999?
Nossa, eu queria ter um relógio desse, velho.
2007.
There is a pioneer who has crossed the storm.
There's a language that transcends all barriers. Please, everyone, hold on to each other and follow the music.
And you're going to do the experiment alone?
That's the plan. And if I fail, at least you'll have one more umbrella for the others.
Ih, rapaz, vamos ver como vai ser isso daqui, velho. Eu estou animado. E temos aqui o negócio do Barcarola. Metade dos itens passam são dela. E tem isso daqui, que eu vou comprar mal de cara assim que eu puder, né? A message delivered. Vamos ver quantos aqui tem. Ah, por volta de uns 20. Então vou fazer uns 10. Começar aqui. A message delivered. We live in independence, yet we depend on others to survive. Uia. Ai, que bonito.
When the first proverb appears on the shell, we reach the shores of elsewhere. The island, the upturned palm of Mother Sea.
The once drifting boat now beds itself in the golden sand.
When the second proverb appears on the shell, we kindle the fire, the crackling warmth, the spark of hope.
The joyful people are long blessed as one.
When the third proverb appears on the shell, we accept the sea's gift. The rolling waves, the plentiful fish.
The cool sea breeze cradles us.
When the fourth proverb appears on the shell, we face the test. The salty tears, the longing gaze.
Beyond the sea, I find no home. Beyond the sea, I find no home.
Entendi.
You did well today, Tutu.
Thank you, Kamitsa. I was just playing my part in celebrating the success of the trade season. Nothing special,
Foto
really.
tu. Eu vou querer ela, véi.
But what are we doing here? What could be more important than the celebration? I've never seen you sneak off on a bonfire night before.
Tutu, do you think you and your friends could fix up that old ship?
Véi, eu espero que a minha internet não caia hoje, véi. Semana inteira testando a minha internet. Fiquei o dia todo olhando. Nem caiu. Tomara que não caia, véi. Só porque eu tô fazendo live. Vai ser muito triste, né?
I know you're close with Toa, Solane, and the rest. They always make sure their first vows go to you. I'm sure they'd be happy to lend you a hand. And the elders like you too. I've heard many of them say they'll leave their spirit shells to you. So you can win their support too, right?
Whoa, slow down, Big Chief. Are you saying you want to fix up the quick spear?
Yeah.
But why? We've kept it docked for years.
Maybe one day we'll need to set sail again. To fish or spend some time on another island.
But the merchants already come by every few months to bring us hollow fruits and red snappers. Why would we need to sail?
Fechou. Só tô arrumando o meio negócio aqui.
Yeah, but what if a storm hits? Are we just going to sit around and let the waves wash away our homes?
We've been through much worse than a few storms. Remember when the waves came and took away Malaga? Halani cried for days over that little pebble castle. And then that strange oil polluted the water all around Ititi. The only place where the water's calm enough to hold a pow-pow race. We haven't held a race since. Then Miti and Vaikuna. But we've made it through. Because that's what we do in the face of difficulties, right? We stick together. Besides, we're doing just fine on Melly.
But what if we lose Melly to the waves as well? If it comes to that, Tutu, I need you to take everyone and leave. Find somewhere to stay for a while. Can I ask that of you?
You've been acting strange, brother. Are you thinking of sneaking off and leaving us?
I'm not going anywhere. I promise.
Neither are the rest of us, brother.
No. You must get ready. Start preparing now.
Something's been bothering you since last trade season. You've been spending a lot of time at the beach, looking out to the sea. Did a witch put a spell on you? You better wear some malacca around your neck and carry nip bones and doll sleeves.
No. There's no witch. It's just something Miss Grace told me.
Ah, Grace,
It's
tô
been
vendo.
bugging me.
Miss Grace? That outsider who calls herself a captain?
Tem coisa estranha aí, velho. Desde a 2.1 desconfio dessa daí, velho.
I don't mean to alarm you, Mr. Kamuda. But 3 months from now, Melly will be devoured by a tsunami.
Por
Miss
quê, velho?
Grace, don't say such nonsense. You're welcome as a guest, but that doesn't give you the right to spread fear among my people.
What if I told you that the sinking of Malaga and Vaipuna wasn't entirely caused by the tsunami, but there were other factors at play? It is true that the tsunami sent them into the sea, but long before it struck, foreign military forces had been eyeing the islands for their strategic value.
Those rumbling sounds, they weren't thunder?
They were torpedoes launched by humans. And I have some unfortunate news regarding them.
The area is now under martial law. Any development plans for the region should be revised accordingly. These coordinates, they cover Nukuteao.
After a brief investigation, they concluded that your home is an unoccupied area suitable for their weapon testing. It won't be long before they publish a report on this new test site and receive their rewards for discovering it.
Pô, mas que
The
caramba, velho.
veil of nothingness was cast by our ancestors to protect us from the outside world. I never thought it would put us at risk. As chief, I must bring this to the attention of my people. Perhaps it's time we remove the mist, but without it, we'll draw all kinds of attention. Miss Grace, may I borrow this document? My people need to see this.
Be my guest. But you'd better persuade them quickly.
Why's that?
As far as I know, they're looking to expand the test site. It's on their agenda now.
Right. We'll have to set up a meeting with them to negotiate.
Certainly. I wish you the best of luck persuading those warmongers. And for your safety in the coming tsunami.
With all due respect, Miss Grace, not even the Nukutai can predict the movements of the ocean that far in advance. On what basis are you making this forecast?
It's not a forecast, Mr. Kamuda. Call it wisdom of hindsight. Or perhaps I should put it more clearly. Have you heard of the storm?
Oh. Pegou meio de surpresa isso.
Kamutza! Kamutza! Brother! The rain's getting heavier! We must go inside!
It's the tsunami. It's happening.
What's going on, Tutu? Kamuta?
No time for questions, Toa. We must bring these baskets to safety.
There's food and clothes in there.
Here, I'll give you a hand.
Voltei.
Chief, what are you doing?
Leave them. There's no time. We must get to the ship. Now!
Our people still have to live after the flood's over. If we don't bring something, what are we going to eat? Or where? These things won't fall into our laps, you know.
Listen, it's different this time. You... Tutu, watch out!
Ah, os bichinhos.
What are all these splinter cats doing here?
Crab.
These aren't just splinter cats. Are those Sarmatian sea snails? And crabs with ghost faces?
I've never seen them all come out together before. What kind of storm is this?
Vixe, velho. Vixe.
They can sense the coming tsunami. Come! We need more hands to drive them off.
Understood.
Aí, bora, bora. Bora, bora. Ah, sim, totalmente o time que tá.
Program activated.
Bora que bora.
It's perfectly understood. My Crucible really has a mind of its own.
Keep calm.
Stay back, I say.
Beleza? Ah, e um round.
Keep going. For our dream, comrade.
Go! All of you! Now! Everyone get to the quick spear!
This tsunami, it's the worst I've ever seen. Is it true? Is this the end of Melly?
Tutu! Don't just stand there. Get over here!
Slashte Tupandvala.
Que isso? E.
Seems I'm right on time.
You're Miss Grace.
You should be more careful out here, dear. People of New Katao, are you ready to set sail?
Set sail? No, no. You've got this all wrong, outsider. We're not going anywhere. We Nukata will not abandon our home.
Tutu, wait. Maybe Miss Grace knows a better way.
Refuse all you like, miss. But your homeland will be completely submerged before long.
We appreciate your help, Miss Grace, and we'll make sure to return the favor as best we can. But we don't find your view on the situation all that convincing.
You don't, do you? Take a look at this little creature. One of nature's many remarkable creations. It has a fitting name, too. The moon-eyed fiddler. They hide themselves in the water, covering their traces with the ebb and flow of the tide. They only come ashore when the tide is high, and from there they migrate to quieter waters. Diviners and arcane dealers, they are the living gold of the ocean. But to the people who live near their regular habitats, they are an ill omen. Wherever they appear, floods are sure to follow. This tsunami is only the beginning. Animals migrate and leave their homes behind when conditions become unfavorable. You should do the same. Look around you. Think about your people.
Tutu, it's okay. We know you have your reasons.
Do we really have to leave?
The outside world is indeed full of dangers, but there is less to fear than you think. I'll help you through it.
Não. A cor da roupa é Manus Vindicta e cancela.
There it is, our ship.
Parece aquelas fotos velhas, velho. Bicho. Last evenings on Earth. As últimas noites da Terra. Evenings é tarde pra noite, é. No, Miss Radio, no.
Today's headlines. A new naval testing site has been established in an unoccupied area of the eastern Pacific Ocean to facilitate future armament research and development. South America is facing a significant economic crisis marked by stagnation, inflation, and rising unemployment. The poverty rate in several regions has reached new highs in the last decade.
Ainda tá, acredita?
The Ocean Conservation Association is calling for greater attention to be paid to the oil spill near the archipelagos, claiming that the relevant organizations have yet to launch a full investigation into the cause of the incident. The Free Breeze cruise ship is set to arrive in Sydney Harbour later today. Astrophysicists forecast a solar eclipse this month.
The suitcase.
Miss Radio!
Uma coisa que eu notei pelo tipo o eventozinho que teve antes de lançar essa atualização é que tipo se passa depois da 1.5, exatamente após a 1.5, velho. Porque eles estão saindo de Sydney a 1.5, se passa na Austrália.
How could you do this to me? Today of all days? Your bloody alarm ruined my precious holiday lying!
My apologies, Miss Regulus. But it wasn't an alarm. It was the daily news broadcast. If the morning news isn't quite to your taste, I can offer a variety of alternatives, including programs on literature and music critique, Australian food, and so on.
Oh, no!
Sorry, it seems I've caught you at a bad time.
Aí, ó. O Ezra. Eu esquipei com muita força o banner dele, velho. Cara, eu acho que ele foi o primeiro personagem que eu esquipei. Vixe.
But please be careful, Miss Regulus. I know the LSCC encourages us to examine machines like Ms. Radio, but I don't think a violent disassembly would go down so well.
Ah, velho.
Violence? If there's any sort of violence in this room, I'm the one receiving it. Where's my justice?
Não tem.
Well, I'm afraid justice might be slow to come. The Australian branch is going through restructuring at the moment. Things will be put on hold for a while. In the meantime, you've been assigned to a new team, the Storm Research Group.
What? Me?
Verdade, é Regulus.
Mr. Ulrich's leading it. He made a special request for you to be on the team. He's looking forward to meeting you in person.
De todo mundo foi a Regulus, velho. Não, sem ofensa, eu amo a Regulus. Mas a Regulus?
What? Just like that? Didn't anyone care to ask me what I wanted to do? Wait, why are you telling me this now?
The list of group members and the reasons for their selection have been up on Laplace's website for a week now.
Vixe, Regulus.
And today is its official founding day. You should be there, as a Laplace staff member and an important part of the new team.
Huh? Hold on a minute. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still on Team Timekeeper.
Timekeeper.
And, more importantly, I'm still on my time off.
Good to see that you actually paid attention in our last group meeting, Regulus.
Véi, a descrição, véi.
Bertin! Oh, thank God you're here. Go on, tell them I'm still on holiday.
Sorry to break it to you like this, Regulus, but today's our last day off.
You can't be serious!
Of course I am. Also, Mr. Ulrich has invited us to attend the ceremony in La Place. Shall I give you a moment to get ready?
No!
Ah, ela só queria dormir até tarde. Igual eu. Ai, que susto, velho. Ah, escrito na areia. Que legal. Olha o negocinho que demora pra carregar, que susto. The nameless black dots on this portion cry out for annotations. Annotations? Tá certo isso, velho. E vai de ban. E vai de ban. Nossa. Free breeze. Ah, the sea breeze, the freedom and the last day of vacation already slipping away. Bora lá.
Captain, we seem to have deviated from our route to La Place.
A great pirate, Mr. Apple, doesn't simply rely on her compass. She must listen to her heart too.
Ah, this apple thought you were trying to slip away to make the most of your final day off.
Bicho, se eu te contar, velho.
Well, that do.
Ah, velho, só porque eu tô, tipo, viciado em escutar Epic. Daí tá aqui, ó, aconteceu.
Come get your sucker rat whiskers all the way from Brazil. Perfect for brewing a chill wind elixir. Only 185 sharp as
Oxi, que nós tem a ver aqui?
See anything alive? You won't find a better price anywhere.
This is a good price. Do you have more of this stuff? Show me everything you've got.
Captain, might I remind you that Miss Sotheby is not travelling with us at this time?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Pô, que pena, o amigo rico não tá junto, velho. Daí fica duro.
Alright, mate. Whoa, love the colours. How about bringing in some pop art? Trust me, it'll take it to a whole new level. You should come visit London sometime. We've got some seriously groovy art on the streets.
Pop art? That's a bit dated, don't you think?
I beg your pardon?
I beg your pardon. Adoro isso, velho.
Did you hear that? We better go over there and check it out, Mr. Apple.
What is it? Could it be Manus Vindictae?
Ah, só daqui a pouco, por enquanto não.
Miss Burton did caution us against the Manus followers we might encounter in Australia.
No, it's something much more important than that.
É a nova edição do álbum dos Beatles. Ai, que claro. Meu zóio. Ai, eu adoro essa pintura, velho. Que lindo. Bacarola e seus 39 instrumentos em um.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest sail-away party in all Australia. For those of you who haven't signed up for the trip, think again. This is the ultimate sailing experience. Relaxation, food, drink, and music. Don't miss out. The free breeze is about to set sail. No need to worry about currency exchange. Whether it's Australian dollars, sharpodontes, arcane materials, or a rare collectible item, all are welcome in exchange for a ticket of equal value.
Olha,
A small price
tá
to
caldo
pay
R$2.
for an unforgettable journey with the talented multi-instrumentalist Barcarola and her fantastic crackling box.
Bacarola.
We've also prepared a little gift for our most enthusiastic guests. A free cruise ticket!
That's what I'm talking about.
This apple should have known better.
Ladies and gentlemen, the party starts now! Put your hands together for the enchanting Miss Barcarola and her captivating melodies!
Woohoo!
You're much too kind, Mr. Hamish, saying all these wonderful things about me. But I'm only a cruise musician.
Mulher, você tem 39 instrumentos em um. Eu não sei nem. Eu não sei nada disso daqui. Parece que é. Viola? Não lembro se é. Eu não sei qual que é o nome daquele instrumento lá que você toca no chão. Um violino gigante que você toca no chão, velho. Já até esqueci o nome.
It's thanks to the collective efforts of the whole crew that the Free Breeze has been so successful. I just feel privileged to be a part of it.
I know you want to stay humble, Miss Barcarola, but there's no reason to be so modest. Many of our guests come aboard just to hear you play, and I'm sure there will only be more in the future. So what's the harm with hyping the crowd up with a little round of applause?
Well, if it's for the ship, I suppose I can handle a little publicity.
Of course you can, and you deserve it too. By the way, do you know the guest over there? She's very, enthusiastic.
Regulus.
Hmm?
Been drumming up the crowd. Sold us a load more tickets. We've never sold out so quickly.
All right, everyone, listen up. I've got some exciting news to share. This piece of paper in my hand could be your ticket to an incredible seafaring adventure. Just think about the cool breeze, the spruced up cruise ship, and the awesome music. What more could you ask for? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for a trip you'll never forget. So, let's get buzzing. Throw your hands in the air and your coins out of your pockets and let your dreams come to life.
Pra que fazer propaganda se você tem Regulus ali?
Let's hear those coins jingle and feel your spirit soar.
que a Regulus não faz pra não ir trabalhar, velho?
Is she a local? Australians are known for their sunny disposition.
Oh, no, no, no.
No one knows her, miss. But to be honest, I'd love to invite her to join the crew. If only the captain weren't so picky with the new recruits.
I know what you mean. Her enthusiasm is infectious. Maybe her energy would wake up our stuffy new captain. I'll never understand why the captain fired the old crew and hired a load of people who don't seem to have any clue about music. All they do is make noise, and not the good kind either.
Bicho.
We better keep it down, miss. They'll hear us. We didn't hear any dissenting opinions about our captain now, did we?
No, of course not.
Captain, if I may, perhaps it's time we made our way to La Place.
Nah.
Come on, Mr. Apple. The crowd's going crazy for us. Can't you see how close we are to winning that free ticket?
I suppose you're right, Captain. But the crew seems to be packing up for the day.
They what?
Oh, can I help you? I'm afraid Miss Barcarola won't be signing any more albums today.
What about my free ticket? Wasn't I the most enthusiastic guest tonight?
Sorry, miss. But the most enthusiastic guess was really just a turn of phrase. We're nearly sold out tonight, and bookings are still coming in. I don't think we can spare a ticket for you. Come by next time, and we'll see what we can do.
You!
Easy, Captain. They never really explained what they meant by the most enthusiastic guest. We're in no position to argue.
What a bloody scam! I'm filing a complaint. Just you wait and see.
I understand your frustrations. The ship is sailing in just a couple of days. Even if you file a complaint right at this moment, we won't hear a thing from the tourist office before we set sail.
I feel bad for her, Mr. Hamish. And just think how this will affect our reputation. With your consent, I'd like to offer this young lady a ticket and a stay in my cabin. I'll be more than happy to pay for her.
You've done this so many times, Miss Barcarola.
Ah, então não é a primeira.
I'm afraid I have to turn you down. You know the new captain won't exactly be thrilled to have a freeloader on the ship.
But...
So, how much longer do you need to think up an excuse?
All right. In view of your outstanding enthusiasm, we offer you a special gift for your help with our event. There. Thanks for your support.
Wait!
I'm so sorry about all this, Senora.
Barcarole.
I hope this will compensate for it. Huh? I hope we can see each other again. Preferably soon.
What?
13% de desconto. Agora que eu vi ali no canto do pôster. Please make sure she completes the document in person. Ah, então faz 11 meses que começou a desgraça. Ok. Ah, não, tô censurado aqui, velho. Parece negócio de SCP, velho. Olha, falhou, velho. Ou qualquer coisa que eu tô colocando e tirando automático é porque a barra de conexão do nada fica vermelha. Daí pra garantir que eu não vou perder, não vai perder diálogo, eu tô parando toda vez que fica vermelho. Tipo agora. Tipo agora ficou vermelho. Então eu tô meio que dando uma pausa pra não perder. Cryptography for beginners. Cryptography cryptography for beginners. Just one of the many trivial obstacles for a great captain must overcome. Bora lá. Eu ouvi falar que tinha, tipo, dá trauma a parte 4. Eu não sei se é batalha, não sei se é texto. Vou descobrir.
So, they gave you this flyer at the sail-away party?
Not just that one. There's a whole stack of them.
All right, Researcher Regulus. I think I've got everything down. Let's run through it again. Researcher Regulus suffered horrendous mistreatment during the pre-sale event of the Free Breeze, which has had a significant psychological impact on her. In order to recover from this traumatic event, she formally requests
A 1-year advance on her salary and 15 days of leave. The funds are to be used solely to book passage on a cruise trip, with the goal of replacing her negative experience from the pre-sale event with a more positive one. I'm telling her the truth.
Eu amo a Regulus, velho.
I can see that bottle of artificial tears in your hand, Regulus. Please put it away. There's no need for dramatics.
Thank you, Ulrich. I knew there was a soft spot underneath all that metal.
Not so fast, Regulus. I never said I agreed to your request.
Ai, o xizinho na cara dele, velho.
No? Why? I'm a researcher just like anybody else, aren't I? Shouldn't Laplace be looking out for my well-being?
Alguns da NPCs da versão 1.9 pode negar, né?
Regulus, you've been working in Laplace for 11 months now, and you still haven't submitted your performance appraisal or published a single valid project result. In other words, you haven't completed your probationary period, so you can't get the benefits of a full-time employee. And to top it all off, you didn't even show up to register at the first Storm Research Group meeting.
Vixe.
Well,
Please save me the excuses. There's still a chance for you to turn things around. You can take another assessment. We'll use the results to make up for the assessments you've missed. It'll be crucial for your performance review and, consequently, your employee benefits.
Bring it on.
Easy there, Researcher Regulus. You're taking a test, not going to war.
Ai, meu Deus, é prova. Deus de prova na minha vida, velho. Não quero ver mais. Já deu, velho.
I thought you said it was just a test.
Falar isso aqui é a matéria que você tem que estudar.
This is just some light reading for you to reference during the test.
Ah, é a matéria mesmo. Putz.
And this is the test.
Que isso?
The numbers on this paper may appear random, but they're actually an encrypted code. Your task is to figure out what the message is. You can use the computer to help you, and you might find some useful books and papers in the second drawer on your left. The instructions for the computer and a guide on how it works are all in there. Given its
Eu teria a
difficulty,
mesma cara,
there is
velho.
no time limit for this test. Best of luck, Researcher Regulus.
Eu vou bem sincero, eu provavelmente faria de bom grado, porque eu gosto de ler.
You better keep your word, Ulrich, or you'll be no different than those sailors. At least they didn't torture me with maths.
Torturar com matemática é foda, velho.
Lend me your strength, Brian May, Jim Morrison, Frank Zappa. Oh, God!
Cara, tá, parece que estão matando a menina.
You're taking a test, not going to war.
Captain, this apple has an impression on this.
Maybe you were their target because you are an irrational member.
Is it really a puzzle unsolvable?
Are you scared?
Captain!
Follow me, Regulus.
Best of luck, Researcher Regulus.
Where am I? Who am I? Why is this happening to me? Is this some kind of cruel joke from that Aperon lot?
Meu Deus, tira esse número da minha tela, velho. Tá ficando muito claro.
Somebody, anybody, help me, please!
Aquele jogo de terror que a coisa fica na sua tela assim. Ah, não! É pra eu fazer! Não! Não! Putz, grila, velho. Uhum. Ah! É Sudoku! Ai, é um Sudoku, velho. Graças a Deus. É um Sudoku. Nossa senhora. Ai. Graças a Deus. É um Sudoku. Ok. Vamos lá. Aqui já tenho 1, tenho 2, tenho 3. Não, falta o 3. Ô, caramba, não era isso que eu ia colocar, mas... 3. Tenho 4. Não tenho 4. Tenho 4, 5, 5. Eu indo na tentativa ou erro, porque eu sou uma desgrama. Tá. Vamos daqui. Ai, ai, ai. 1. Não tenho 1. Não tenho 1. Aqui. 2, 3. Não tenho 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, como eu ia dizendo. Então aqui tem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Falta 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Aqui, nossa, aqui eu sou muito inteligente, velho.
Glad to see you're still in high spirits, Researcher Regulus. But this doesn't add up. I gave you an encrypted code, not a Sudoku puzzle.
Eu só sei fazer um sudoku, caramba. Só.
What do you mean?
O trovão pra combinar com o negócio.
Come on, get yourself together.
Ah.
The ninth storm has passed, Researcher Regulus. You've had plenty of time to brush up on your math. All right, let me explain. All you have to do is a basic decode and transcription of the result using the Laplace encryption key. See how the fourth from last digits have changed?
No.
There are no numbers greater than 24 within the 17th interval, and those in the 18th interval don't exceed 59. So, if we make a bold assumption here,
Huh?
these numbers have probably been coded using Laplace's nomenclature, where the codes of time are always placed between the 12th and 18th intervals. You'll see this a lot here. We use them for ships, satellites, manpower arrangements, and such. Finally, we input the result into the Laplace astronomy database to see if we find any matches, and there. A set of photos taken from space.
Oh.
Huh? Are you telling me I spent the whole day doing this just to find a few photos?
These aren't just any photos, Researcher Regulus. Take a closer look. The first picture was taken on December 2nd, 1995, the day the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory was launched. The second picture was taken on June 25th, 1997, during a period of sunspot activity. The third one is from November 21st, 1998. It's an image of the first satellite ever deployed from a space station.
And the fourth is from December the 28th, 1999. Is that a rugby game?
Oh. Tipo... 9, 30, tem tipo 3 dias antes de dar tudo errado.
Yes. Looks like it was the last one held in that stadium in Melbourne. The place is just a commercial district now.
But, wait, this isn't right.
That's right. From the fifth photo onward, we can't pinpoint their exact time or location. But but it seems they involve Halley's Comet, 136199 Eris in the Kuiper Belt, the Uluru Games, and a rock festival. And there are more. Take a look at these timestamps. February 9th, 2001. October 21st, 2003. November 2005.
Aí, eu já tinha nascido aqui.
And the last one's from April the 16th, 2007.
This proves one thing. Before all our struggles to study and control the effects of the storm, this pioneer crossed the storm unscathed and sent us these images.
But why are you telling me all this? Did everyone else's assessments turn into some kind of top secret briefing? All I wanted was an advance on my salary.
Quando você se torna importante no trabalho. Cara, ele seria legal ele como personagem jogável. A carinha dele, velho.
Just for once, could you see the bigger picture here? We've been presented with an amazing opportunity. And all you can think about is your salary?
É. É. Vivemos no capitalismo. To be continued. Que legal, fiz um sudoku e eu consegui fazer. Minds come together here to help those in the highest positions reach informed conclusions. Tá bom, então nós temos Timekeeper, a pessoa que sobrevive à tempestade, mas volta no tempo junto. E um tal de Pioneer. Um pioneiro que atravessou a tempestade. Ok. Peraí, Pioneer não... Oh, calma.
What are you looking for?
Peraí, que
I
o
might
Pioneer...
be able to help.
Tá bom, me fala que é só um nome que, tipo... Não tem nada a ver, né?
I heard someone say I keep getting assigned to field missions because I never...
Ok, continuando. Music of the Era. At the Crater Music Festival, the crowd moves in rhythm to the chorus of the Night of Reverie. Reverie? É isso mesmo? Não sei. What's this on the ground? Hey, look what I found. Foda. Vou fazer uma boa interpretação aqui.
The dust in here. What, are we inside some kind of vacuum cleaner? Is that why you always wear that fish tank on your head? What's got you so quiet? Pulling the strong and silent act now?
Here we are.
Nossa, isso daí me daria um ataque de rinite, velho.
Here, As in...
The Laplace launch site in Sydney. We've collaborated with the Foundation and the Space Agency for various projects here.
Thanks for the heads up. I almost thought we just barged into some rock star's house.
It will actually take another 2 years before this place becomes an official launch site.
Oh, yeah, right. We're basically living in the past.
I visited various launch sites to verify the photos. Guiana Space Center, Placid's Cosmodrome. Then, I found this place.
Uma coisa que eu achei engraçada é que a foto de identificação dele é só a coisinha preta.
Most of its archives were lost in a storm, but a small portion of the early records survived. I left them here with the rest of the files I compiled. Damn it! Where did they go?
Huh. So, does this mean we can all go home now?
Absolutely not. All right, new task. Stay put and don't touch anything. I need to find those files.
Fine.
Vixe, é a mesma coisa que falou que é pra tocar, velho. Certeza.
Oh, amazing! An old military base. Mysterious photos. This is going to be juicy. No chance Ulrich is stopping this rockin' pirate from going after treasure. I mean, very, very important files. The hunt is on. Ha-ha! Let's start with what's on this table.
Eu falei.
La 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 da 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 da.
A música dela.
I almost forgot. Can't go treasure hunting without some music to rock out to. Woohoo!
Damn it! I forgot to tell her to keep quiet.
Ah. Peixinhos.
What's happening? Is this an earthquake?
Pior. É bichinhos. Tripodero. Ah.
Ah, crap. This is the note I wrote last time I was here. Regulus, turn off that speaker, now!
Nem deve estar escutando, velho. Caramba. Aí eu falei. Ai, gosto, mano.
For fuck's sake! I knew I should have upgraded my memo module! Calm down, Ulrich. You're a leader. It's part of your job to clean up after your team.
Ui. Ah, tela branca. Pô, quase pensei que é a arena lá do Olor Games. Dos jogos Ururu. Luru. 2L, velho.
Program activated.
Ó, bichinho. O cara faz umas perninhas de pau, velho. Parece a minha perna.
Do have a little faith in me, Master?
Fresh from the crucible.
Feel my dark embrace.
Ô, pera, você atirou no bicho errado. Tanto bicho pra você atirar, Lopeira. Você atira no errado, velho. Véi.
Wait for the pop.
The light that illuminates all.
O que o caranguejo tá fazendo no meio do deserto, velho? Ele recuperou vida do nada que eu vi.
Loading.
Rápido, fácil e prático.
Keep going.
For our dream, comrade. Eita.
Flux! Flux! Finally it's over.
Esse raiozinho aqui do Pikachu.
Relax, don't overheat. You'll have to get used to this if you want to be a good leader.
Ulrich! Look what I found! Where's my round of applause? If you're even half a leader, you'll fight your hardest to get a decent salary for such an outstanding employee as myself.
Sure.
Just one more thing. Scientist to scientist.
Ah, sim.
You made some pretty cool electronic music in that battle. Didn't know you had it in you.
Here are all the files related to the satellite. Look them over, Regulus.
Do we have to go through all this right now? Why? Is there some even more juicy stuff in them?
For you, it might be. The satellite carries a variety of arcane items. Space seeds, dragon tree resin compasses, obsidian crystals, WFPCs, astronomical spectrometers. Even its power source is an arcane record player. We've made a list of everything that was on it so we can test them against the artificial storm. The satellite is an archive of the wisdom of the entire human race. It somehow survived multiple storms.
What are you gonna do with it?
Sadly, a lack of maintenance caused it to plummet to the Earth. It crashed in your time, 1966.
Senhor Apple.
The telescope project was named after a record that was on the satellite, which also happens to share your name.
Oh, oh,
Regulus.
oh. A maçã. Mr. Apple.
My little thing. It was the record on the satellite.
Yes, that's the one. Wow, you've kept it in great shape.
So, this is the key to braving the storm.
It might be, amongst several other options.
Então tem mais nesse evento do que eu pensei.
That's why you wanted me on the storm research team.
Not just that. I've read the Appear on Island reports. You demonstrated some serious talent with the series puzzle in that cave. And you've faced more storms than the majority of the Laplace staff. We're not working together for a couple of research papers.
Ela enfrentou
This is about
3.
the survival of everything on Earth.
Ela enfrentou 3. A de 1966 a 1929, que é, teve a crise de 29, e a de 1914.
We need all
Barra
the help we
2007.
can get, including yours.
Que no caso foi prólogo, capítulo 2 e capítulo 6 ou capítulo 7? É capítulo
Laplace even
6.
held a meeting with the Foundation to discuss borrowing your record. The Foundation suggested we apply for an item transfer order under the Artificial Storm Project and let the timekeeper take over the matter. Some of my colleagues told me that, according to LSCC regulations, lending assets to the center is mandatory for all staff. But, all right. Let me be honest with you. I'm not comfortable with taking your record by force. It's yours after all. It's your choice what you do with it. So, here I am. Not as your leader, but as myself. Hoping we can find a solution that works for both of us.
Has anyone ever told you that you're terrible at negotiations?
Opa. Vixe Maria. É, minha internet quis dar uma de doida. Então. Foi mal aí. Então, levei um susto aqui, tá? Foi mal. Do nada o kbps ficou 9 ali. Levei um puta de um susto, velho.
Ah, damn it. I knew it wouldn't be easy.
Go ahead, Mr. Ulrich. Take it. Before I change my mind.
You're willingly giving it over to the Artificial Storm Project?
Será que a gente já vai ouvir essa música uma hora?
Even greater than rock music? Absolutely.
Ou será que é a Regular mesmo?
I'm
Né?
only lending it to Laplace. You have to give it back when you're done. It's the only copy in the world and the future centerpiece of the Regulus Museum.
Regulus Museum.
Thank you, Researcher Regulus. Thank you so much. I was gearing up for a much tougher talk. I even applied for additional funding and a month's leave to offer you as leverage. Well, I suppose I won't have to use it after all.
What?
O quê? Tá doido, homem? Tá doido querendo inventar as coisas ali? Ai! Isso daqui machuca, velho. A roupa da Schneider. Isso aqui machuca, tá? Toda vez que eu olho pra ela.
Timekeeper!
Soneta!
Sonetto, what's the rush?
I just wanted to remind you that our vacation in Australia is over.
Aham.
If you need any help packing, please let me know. Oh, and I have something for you.
Oh. Oh.
Regulus asked me to pass these out. She won them at a sail-away party. She said they're highly valuable, the finest choice for any collection, if I recall correctly.
Ai, ela... Verdade.
Looks like an ordinary flyer to me.
Verdade, a Vertin fica pegando coisa
I've
de
already
diferentes
inspected
épocas.
them. They're just advertisements with a handwritten signature in the corner, and some completely over-the-top promises. Regulus told me it's a trick that advertisers use. They use fancy words to catch people's eyes and make it seem more grand. Phrases like, an opulent odyssey upon the boundless sea, tour the illustrious Pacific coast, a veritable feast of harmonic reverie, rare and fortuitous seasonal discount, and facilities unimaginable in their splendor. What's this on the back? Nor happiness, nor harmony, nor fame, nor pride, nor strength,
No,
nor
no,
skill
no,
in arms
no,
or arts.
não, não, não. Eu bati a mão no microfone. Não, 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 nossa, não, não. Porque, nossa, tá sendo revelado tudo nessa atualização, mano, calma. Isso daqui é capítulo 3. Primeira vez que a Vertin descobre.
Man who man would be. Must rule the empire of himself. In it, must be supreme. Establishing his throne.
Ah, não Ring falando, não, por favor.
Unvanquished will, quelling the challenges of hopes and fears. Being himself alone.
A minha foto de fundo do meu PC, velho. Véi. Mano do céu, esse evento tá sendo nada do que eu esperava, velho. Tá, é bomba atrás de bomba, velho. Caramba, mano. Putz, grila. É por isso que falaram do capítulo 4. Da parte 4. Meu Deus, amado. Agora entendi, é trauma mesmo. De palavra.
Sonetto, change of plan. We need to contact the Foundation, now.
Vixe, 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 vixe. Tem caroço nesse angu. Era essa que é a frase, velho? Já até esqueci como é que é a frase, mas deu pra entender, né? Meu Deus, meu Deus, meu Deus. É bomba atrás de bomba. Regulus. Meu Deus do céu. Eu não tava emocionalmente preparado pra isso, véi. Véi, como assim, véi? Fica aí, Lupeira. O cara é literalmente aqui, véi. Olha o ring aqui. Véi. Todo esse trauma pra voltar de uma vez, depois de 14 atualizações, véi. Ai, que bonitinha, querendo ter foto tu, véi. Voltando. The day we set sail, when all flows converge at a sea. Bora.
Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Não. Não. Ela não.
May the peace be with us.
Eu não gosto dela.
May the peace be with us, my friend.
Ok, isso aqui é uma escolha questionável de vestimenta. Eu não sei nem pra falar o que isso daqui seria útil, mano. Eu pensei em um negócio, mas... Não. Véi, que é isso, Constantine?
Xeno has been restored to its usual state. Aside from Igor's ardent supporters, the rest of the Xeno soldiers and officers were unaware of his betrayal. Just as we expected. Admiral Igor's funeral has been held as planned, one that befits his rank and status. All relevant personnel remained in South America for the ceremony, as per Xeno's funeral regulations. We're in the process of selecting a new admiral. I'll provide you with a candidate list shortly. Additionally, we've dispatched an investigative team to Tierra del Fuego to search for Igor.
Very well.
Esse é 2.6.
What about the girl?
The girl? Are you referring to Lopera?
My child.
Her emotions have stabilized, so we've decided to leave her in South America for the moment. Of course, she'll be put through the necessary investigations as circumstances dictate.
Keep a close eye on her. Oh, and that little singing bird?
Não fala da anjo.
Xeno is quite upset about our decision regarding Miss Kimberly. They're insisting she undergoes a more thorough investigation.
Deixa a minha menina em paz.
I feared that if we gave too much pushback, they would take a more extreme stance in response. So I agreed.
Those soldiers never budge.
Eu estou há atualizações esperando o face review dele, velho.
Would be done under the supervision of the Foundation. If nothing else comes up, she will be put into the Timekeeper's team and granted the same rights as the other members.
Good. Don't keep Merton waiting too long.
There's more. Madam Z has received word from the Timekeeper. The Timekeeper suspects Manus Vindicte is active again in Sydney Harbor. They're likely on board a cruise ship named Freeprise. This would explain why our field investigators have been having difficulties with their tasks. Manus has covered their tracks carefully this time.
E foram de barco.
Where's the cruise bound for?
That's still unclear, sir. However, Moth just reported in confirming that the ship has passed the Oceania Islands.
An interesting development.
Indeed.
We're making excellent progress. That's good. Assign a new mission to Burton.
You mean to send them on that cruise?
We can't keep her under our wing forever.
Understood.
Eu não gosto, é cansante. Não, literalmente aquele meme, tipo, nossa, o mundo está em perigo. Mande a criança de 14 anos. Não, o Bert tem 16. Manda a criança de 16.
What brings you all the way over here, old friend? Oh.
Então ele fala com o periquito. É a pomba.
So, Laplace has requested the Foundation's assistance with the artificial storm project?
Yes. Ulrich is overseeing the project and has requested as much asymmetrical nuclide R as we can spare. He's also requested our help in determining the most suitable location for the experiment. I have several in mind that should meet his needs. The location closest to Laplace's Australian branch is on the sea, right where the Freebreeze cruise ship happens to be.
Ótimo, manda ali.
I see where you're going.
However, I do have concerns about how this might disrupt our current plans against Manus Vindictae.
Regardless, Laplace will have our full support for the artificial storm project.
Tô vendo.
But Moth's status still remains unclear. If we proceed too hastily...
Quem? Não, calma. Quem?
We might jeopardize the situation.
Quem caráter moth? Quem que é mariposa?
I thought you'd have foreseen something like this. A few pieces must be sacrificed if you're to win the game.
Ah, ela fez isso.
You know that better than anyone.
Derrubou umas 5, uns 5 peãozinhos, ó. Tudo criança. Vem com essa cara aí, ó. Desgraça.
Also the Pax House's decision.
Desgraçada.
You have my word on it.
I see. I'll inform the Timekeeper and Ulrich of their missions.
Thank you. I look forward to their meeting.
Ai, Fish Maria.
We meet again, Timekeeper.
Pleasure's mine, Mr. Ulrich. I've heard good things about your work with Regulus.
Frankly, I was surprised by how selfless, passionate, and forward-looking she is. I'm truly grateful to have someone like her on my team.
The situation on the Freebreeze is still unclear. We don't know how many Manus Vindictae followers might be on board. Our plan is to board the cruise as ordinary passengers. Regulus said she's made acquaintance with a crew member and has made sure to alter our profiles so we don't attract any unwanted attention.
That's good to hear. So Regulus didn't use her money for her own amusement after all.
Quem diria?
We should stagger our boarding times. I'll reach out if I spot any signs of Manus Vindictae. Let's stay in touch. See you on board.
Mr. Ulrich, we're more than happy to assist with your mission.
Oh, no. Please don't trouble yourself. Sorry, don't get me wrong. I'd appreciate your help were the circumstances different. But the experiment is still confidential. Please don't mention it to anyone. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary risks or interference. On the cruise ship, we are but strangers.
I see.
Don't you worry. I have a little disguise for myself too.
Vai ser um líquido dentro de um aquário com um corpo. Disfarce. Ah. O triozinho da coisa. Ah, bonitinho. Oh, no. Poxa, Regal, você não ajuda também. Ah, sim, a copycat. Confia, é uma cópia dela, é. Ok. Ah, então a Grace é a nova capitã. Véi, tá tão detalhadinho as miniaturinhas, tipo, comparado com tipo, o primeiro capítulo. Eu vou ter que voltar, véi. Véi, olha isso aqui. Esse aqui é a Verten, aqui é a Soneto. Agora comparando com os de agora, véi. É outro nível, véi. Olha isso, que bonito. As home fades. On the other side of the sea, there lies peace and boundless hope. Bora lá.
Miss Barcarola, at last you've graced us with your presence. Henry and I were just having a little wager on whether we'd see our musical star outside the spotlight. Looks like he'll be buying me the next round of whiskey, eh?
Ah, well, that's Signore. Allow me to pour you the first glass. How do you like your whiskey? On the rocks, perhaps?
Indeed. Thank you, my dear.
I saw her, she performed an entire symphony all by herself. She was the whole orchestra. I've never seen anything like it.
It's good to see you again, my little friend.
Miss Barcarola, what a pleasure. I've heard so much about you. My child hasn't stopped talking about you since you spoke to him about the didgeridoo at Sydney Harbour. He was so excited by it that he begged us to bring one on board.
How lovely! The didgeridoo truly is an enchanting instrument. It's so resonant, don't you think? It almost feels like it's echoing from the depths of the earth itself. I've actually been experimenting with playing it alongside my crackly box. It's a wonderful match with the tin whistle and kalimba, and I'm sure a number of other instruments too.
Looks like she's pretty popular too.
Too?
Have you forgotten, Sonetto? You're also looking at a popular public figure yourself. One that had half of London hunting. Cheering for her.
Ah, certo. Metade aplaudia, a outra corria atrás.
Burden of fame.
That group over there seems unusually uptight.
Ah, tá aqui, ó.
Oh, those are the captain's special guests. They're from one of the Oceania archipelagos. Nukuteao, I believe. They're probably just a bit nervous. I imagine they don't often find themselves among so many foreigners.
Nukuteo. I read about it in a history of arcane ethnicity back in the SPDM. It's a remote place, and its people hold a special kind of shell at the center of their beliefs. They've rarely made contact with the outside world. It's often been described as a peaceful paradise. I also read that the Nukutai almost never leave their homeland. Why are they here?
Vixe, amiga, nem conta.
The Nukutai will never abandon our homeland. Just wait. We'll find our way back when the new era comes.
The new era.
Toa, that's enough. Tutu told us not to talk with outsiders.
But someone had to tell them the truth.
I apologize. I didn't mean to accuse you of anything. I was just curious.
Well, next time, keep your mouth shut. What could you possibly know about the Nukutai?
Please, everyone, no fighting. I'm Barcarola, the musical director. Is there anything I can help you with? I'll do all I can to ensure everyone has a pleasant experience.
What's going on? What do you want? Tutu! Alone, Toa, stay back! These outsiders can be dangerous.
Dangerous? Have you never heard of me before?
Ah, amiga.
Whoever you are, I ask that you leave us in peace.
You... Isso vai ser interessante de ver.
To think the tides you came. I wasn't sure what to do.
So are we going to take Miss Grace's offer or not? She promised it would bring our island back.
Enough, Toa. These outsiders don't need to know why we're here. And stop mentioning Miss Grace. It could draw unwanted attention.
But what's there to hide? There's no shame in wanting our home back. If we don't stand with Miss Grace, we'll lose Nukuteao forever.
I want to go home too. Probably more than anyone. I already miss Melly's red coral reefs, blue sea, and canoe races. We'll get through this, Toa. I promise we'll be neighbors again, picking breadfruit and coconut flowers together. But before we accept Miss Grace's offer, there's a few things that need to be made clear. And remember, none of these passengers are to blame for what happened to our home. Okay?
But Miss Grace has offered us a way home. We'll have our islands back, just as they were. Our promised land.
We will go home, Salome. Trust me. I just need to figure out a few things first. Starting with this wonderful new era she keeps talking about.
Vai ser a Storm. Certeza que vai ser a tempestade, velho.
You seem a little on edge, Chief Kamuda.
Miss Grace, how much longer do we have to wait for this new era to come? Many of our people have never left Nukuteao before. We're struggling to adjust. Some have even fallen sick. We can't stay adrift on the sea like this much longer. Our spirits are low. The shells of some of my people have begun to crack. Not everyone is strong enough to endure this journey. Please, Miss Grace, you have to help us.
While it pains me to hear this, the journey must go on. You have nowhere to return to after all. We still have some space below deck. You can use it to store your people's bodies should they die.
Puvia! Puva! Que isso?
That's not exactly what we're asking for. Please show us another way. Help us like you did when you foresaw the destruction of Melly. I beg of you.
I've already shown you a way, haven't I?
You mean joining the Manus? But the Nukutai haven't had a conflict with anyone for centuries. That's why we hid ourselves away from the world. Difficult to persuade my people to do this. All we want is for our people to return to familiar soil. to feel our spirits at home. Nothing more.
But Melly is already gone.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we should take revenge on the outside world. It was an act of the sea itself. It would be unjust to blame anyone for it.
What about the torpedo test sites designated over Malaga and Vaipuna? Aren't there people who should answer for that?
It was probably just a mistake. The area they chose was far from the main islands of Nukuteao, and hardly anyone fishes there. They may not have realized that my people lived there.
And the oil spill? The wastewater discharge? Were all those fish killed by pollution also just an act of the sea?
Please, we're not looking for conflict.
Of course you're not. After all, they've only stolen everything you've ever held dear.
Eita.
And arrogantly assumed every inch of this planet is theirs to exploit. War is inevitable, whether you want it or not, Nukutai. But if you join us, you will have an invaluable ally. Time. The window is closing. The sifting is about to begin.
Has it really come to this? To revenge?
Oh no. It's quite the opposite. It's salvation.
Não, salvation de novo não. A trama do capítulo 6 está à tona. E alguma coisa aconteceu aí. Ah, to be continued. Music or light? Which would you choose to fill your home with? Ah, velho, eu não preciso de luz, mano. Eu ando no escuro tranquilamente. E põe uma musiquinha aqui, porque música eu não vivo sem. Eu tenho que estar com alguma coisa no meu ouvido. Pra eu não pensar, quer dizer.
Signora Regulus, as I'm sure you understand, there's a great deal of effort involved in creating a concerto. From the initial spark of inspiration to the careful arrangement of the music to the skill required to play it. The fact that any concerto has ever been performed at all is nothing short of a miracle. As musical director, it is my duty to select the perfect repertoire to bring delight to every listener. Then, the esteemed passengers of the Free Breeze can enjoy their dessert and wine with the finest musical accompaniment.
Oh, you can't be serious. Where's the fun in just sitting there and listening? I promise you, this lot have had more than enough lazy jazz and swooning piano to last a lifetime. We need to shake things up. Make this voyage the greatest of the century.
Voyage é uma personagem, ela.
How about some 60s rock? And wouldn't you know it, this visionary former captain has a record player right here with her. All right, people, let me hear you cheer.
Vixe, Maria.
Music is freedom. It should stir the soul anytime, anywhere.
Stop, Regulus! I'm the musicista here, not you!
Pega o instrumentão, pega seu pá. Igual uma cadeira.
These outsiders seem so full of life. They're nothing like what Miss Grace described. Full of hatred and hostility.
Isso que eu tô falando dos ricos, que é sem graça.
This is my performance. If you really must share your music with us, then perhaps you should go to the captain and apply to be a cruise musician like me.
With all due respect, Miss Barcarola, the point I'm trying to make is that only a DJ knows what the crowd really wants.
Cunny little lion. Ah. Nossa. Bati a mão muito forte, velho. Ó, parabéns, Regulus.
Huh? Did I just shoot lightning bolts from my fingertips?
Of course not.
Verdammt! Who's stepping on my brand new leather shoes? Will you please watch yourself?
I was just about to say the same thing. Just let go of my jacket, moron!
Did you all keep it down? I'm going deaf here. Oh no, my wine! And the cheese platter!
This could turn to total chaos before long. No, I can't let that happen. I must go check on the master switch.
Hey! Miss Barcarola!
Please let me through, Signora Elizabeth.
Barcarola, where are you going? Let me give you a hand.
A Reckless tá de óculos escuro. Tipo, no escuro agora. Eu vou tentar fazer um negócio aqui. Um time que eu tava fazendo. Que eu tava vendo.
Who ate beans?
Just another could be found. Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
Tudo certo, velho. Eita, que é isso? Invocação do diabo. Ai, nossa.
Perfectly understood.
What I'm good at.
Flee, mortals! These sheets are my wings! That weren't even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Tá batendo na onde? Tá batendo no meu PC.
of them this way.
Unbelievable. It's like you're an escape artist or something.
I'll take that as a compliment.
It is a compliment. Thank you so much, Senora Regulus.
Que bom, né? Que é um elogio, porque, pô...
What was that?
Tutu, are you okay?
I'm fine. How's the Sea Mother's eye?
Solid as ever, of course. It takes more than a few knocks to damage Nukatai craftsmanship.
I knew getting too close to those oafs would bring trouble.
Oafs? Are you calling me stupid?
What's this?
What did I say? Of course you have no idea what this is.
We form palm bark into lampshades about the size of a coconut, then tie fat soaked compass grass inside. We call it Sea Mother's eye. Every Nukatai knows how to make one.
They're way better than those noisy, buzzing light bulbs. Wait, why are we even telling her this?
We need to lower their guard.
Huh?
So that we can earn their trust. If we don't understand our enemies, how can we help Miss Grace with her mission and rebuild our home?
Oh.
Besides, we can't just leave them to shout and run around. It'll disturb our people's rest. Trust me, that girl will thank us for this later. And then, we can get all the information we need from her.
Then we should make more Sea Mother's eyes and hand them out to the outsiders.
Now you've got it.
By the waves, Tutu. You really are clever. No wonder the elders always listen to you.
Vixe.
Is this really the right thing to do?
What peculiar little things. Reminds me of my days on the fishing boat. I always loved spotting the lighthouse on our way back. These look just like it.
The craftsmanship is remarkable. You'd be hard-pressed to find something of this standard in a factory these days.
They remind me of the things my grandma and I used to make when I was little. She could even carve a whistle out of a parsnip.
They're sharing food and stories, just like we do on bonfire nights.
Oh.
I'm getting more and more confused by Miss Grace's words.
Oi, Frost.
I wanna go home.
Is this one of the changes I must make to truly embrace music?
É, então, velho. Já virou piada isso daí, todo mundo vê o nome dela errado na primeira vez. Já falaram de Barcelona também. Mas é Barcarola. Cara, eu amo falar o nome dela.
The Free Breeze is currently experiencing a power outage due to a fuse blown by a cargo leak in the lower deck. We ask that everyone remain calm. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. To make your wait more comfortable, we'll be offering unlimited ice cream shortly. Additionally, since we're approaching the habitat of the series, we're expecting an increase in turbulence and noise as we work toward the morph. We appreciate your understanding.
Ah. Luz branca.
See? What did I tell you? Music works wonders. Anytime, anywhere.
You were right, Senora Regulus.
You owe me one now. So, how about a little reciprocity? Say, letting me have a rock session on the ship?
Do you promise you won't cause any trouble?
Cross my heart.
Hope to die, welcome to my dark side.
You can do it. But
Aquela música velha, ela.
Don't forget to thank the girl who made the lamp.
as if I need you to remind me. I'll have you know I was just about to head over to her.
Caracarole.
Tutu was right. The stupid girl's back.
Boy.
Huh? I must say, I don't appreciate being called an oaf or stupid. But I would like to thank you for your help back there.
What?
On behalf of the whole crew, you have our respect.
Oh, what do we do now? Tutu never said they'd be so friendly.
Tutu? Where did she go?
Tutu, cadê você, menina? Não? To be continued now? Ai, que ódio, parece aquela novela da Globo. Ai, meu pai é boys. An old song at sea. A gritty song infused with the hues of a coral reef and a hint of... Isso aqui é brine, né, velho? A hint of brine. Acho que é assim que se pronuncia.
I've learned so much about the outside world since I boarded this ship. So, why do I feel even more confused? I trust my people. They're good and kind, and they've never lied
Oh, o
to
que
me.
é esse aqui no canto aqui?
You just have to look at their spirit shells to see it. The songs and dances of Melly nourish the shells, and the purity of my people's souls color their surface in the most beautiful patterns.
O que é isso daqui nos cantos, velho? É tipo um código? Ai, vou ter muita coisa pra fazer amanhã,
And Miss
velho.
Grace, she's been good to us too.
Eu não gosto dela.
She warned us about the destruction of Melly, saving us from the flood, and she showed us the world as it really is.
Mas eu quero muito saber se ela é realmente a... Eu acho que é Clara, que é a personagem... A NPC. A menina que é a... Nossa senhora, que deu um branco no personagem, velho. A de um olho. Nossa senhora, do nada deu um branco aqui, velho. Que ódio, calma. Calma, eu vou lembrar ainda, calma. Ai, que humilhação, velho. Eu viciado nesse jogo, já esqueci o nome da personagem. Argus. Que a Argus tava atrás, mano. Ela é a mesma cara, mano. É tudo, é igual. Literalmente só muda a cor do olho. Porque o olho da Clara é verde. E o desse daqui é azul. Mas é a mesma. É lente de contato, pronto.
Our ancestral shells have also told us how terrible the world outside is. That it's a place with Sanguma witches, Nakarua serpents, and all kinds of other beasts.
A cobra, nós tem um monte aqui, mas... Eu matava pra ter esse tipo de desenho aqui, já. Eu matava.
But now I'm here, on this ship full of outsiders. And I feel that they're just like us.
Hello, young lady. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Bate nele.
Don't just stand there. Come on in.
Sorry. I didn't even realize where I was going.
No need to apologize, my dear.
Deixa eu ver aí, Frost. Deixa eu ver. Amigo, você vai gastar uma graninha. Meu pai, mano. Jesus Cristo. Ah, véi, pega a primeira.
You are more than welcome. You saved us old folks from sitting here in silence till we reach shore.
Charlie's just happy to have someone new to tell his stories to.
I bet Ansem will jump at the chance to show off how he drives off those series too.
Series? I've heard they're a real headache for passing ships. But I've never seen one with my own eyes.
É, eu achei esse escrito foi pra segunda. Oh, séries.
Well, this young lady knows a thing or two about the sea.
How about you give us a hand, eh?
Cara, eu não quero nem saber, véi.
I'm not sure I know how to.
Eu não quero nem ver, tá?
Don't worry, it's almost too easy.
Nem manda que eu gosto.
Cities are afraid of loud noises, and the free breeze has
Eu prefiro ficar na ignorância.
The sea is with us today.
Of course it is. For how long we've sailed its waves, why wouldn't it be? Get ready, folks! Port the helm!
Lá vai nós na batalhinha. Infelizmente eu não tenho terra. Mineral no caso, então vai assim mesmo. Eita prela. Que bicho do diabo é isso, velho? Que é isso daqui?
Ready? Perfect. Loading. Fresh from the crucible.
Please, allow me.
Flee, mortals!
Eliminate target.
Feel my dark embrace.
Don't worry.
Stand it ready. Aim.
Charging. Loading.
Wait for the pop. Give this a taste.
Faraday's miracle.
Flee, mortals!
Barrage.
Take that, I say.
Bye bye. Ah, que isso? 600 de dano? 600 de dano nada. Que isso, velho? Dou meu couro e alma pra dar upgrade no personagem e me fala que dá 60 de dano? 600 de dano?
Calm. Feel my dark embrace.
Target confirmed.
Take that, I say.
Toma também 15 mil. A gente pode ver qual era o dano real.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
Não gostei desses bichos, tá? Me humilharam. Parece que eu não dou dano.
270, hard starboard. Slow down to 5 knots. Watch the bow wave. Turn on the speakers. Time to chase off some sea monsters.
Signorina?
No.
Don't worry. Anything you play, will do. Can't be worse than what Essam has to offer.
I can hear you, you know.
I grieve to leave my native home. I grieve to leave my comrades all.
Come on, join in.
your mountains dark and dreary be. For when I'm far away on the briny ocean coast, will you ever heave a sigh or a wish for me?
Ah, eu gostei da musiquinha.
Miss Grace.
The outside world is indeed full of dangers, but there is less to fear than you think. I'll help you through it.
What am I doing?
Ai, tocando música.
Sorry, I have to go. I don't understand. Why are these so nice? This is nothing like the stories. Come in.
Timekeeper, I hope you didn't have too much difficulty during the power outage.
Not at all, Sonetto. It actually gave me the opportunity to try out X's latest invention, the bouncing bulb.
Ah não, uma invenção do X. A invenção do Twitter.
Draining, though.
Would you like to try out one of these then?
Did you make this, Sonetto?
I did. Miss Saloni from Nukutea taught me how to make it. It's called a sea mother's eye. She told me every household in Melly lights them during storms to help guide those at sea safely home. She said, with this, no one will ever be lost in the dark.
Thank you, Sonetto. And what a lovely saying. After this mission, we should be able to apply for a field investigation in Italy.
Na Itália?
Thank you, Timekeeper.
Na Itália, calma aí. Calma aí. 2.5 é na China. 2.6 na Terra del Fuego. Na... Aquele país vizinho nosso lá, tal da Argentina, é 2.7. Provavelmente, daqui a algumas horas sai o trailer. Um trailerzinho assim, umas novidades. Porque saiu um pôster ontem, sexta-feira, dia 28, entre aspas. E aparentemente se passa na Rússia. 2.8? Itália?
But let's focus on this mission first.
Com tanto personagem italiano, tipo... 3. 3 italianos? Soneto, Barcarola e o Pavia. 3. Mas eu tô sentindo ali, ó, Itália. Itália 2.8.
Connecting to Madam Z of the St. Pavlov Foundation. The person you're trying to reach is currently unavailable due to communication interference. Please leave a message after the beep.
Huh?
Just as I suspected, communications are blocked. Someone's jamming the signal.
Vixe.
Do you think it's Manus Vindictae?
Provavelmente.
It's possible. The flyer proved that this ship has some kind of association with them. We need to stay vigilant.
Regulus should know about this. I'll go find her.
No!
Regulus.
Riscou o disco dela, velho. Certeza.
Regulus. Are you alright?
Eu queria fazer isso, velho. Com a mão. O que ela faz com a caneta dela, velho. Imagina, você tá sentado, fazendo nada. Você olha pro lado, tá uma pessoa assim com a caneta, velho. Nossa senhora, como eu queria fazer isso. Ai, sabia que eram os discos.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
Mr. Ulrich? What are you doing here?
Cruzeiro horas.
Good day, timekeeper, researcher Regulus, Miss Sonetto.
This really the disguise you went with?
Sabia que não ia mudar nada.
Vertin, did you know he'd be here? Listen, there's no way I'm paying for even half an extra ticket. In fact, he should be paying for me.
Well, this might take a while to explain.
To be continued. Eu sabia. Tava muito bom pra ser verdade. Quase 3 horas de live, velho. Eu acho que vai passar das 3. Bora que bora. Até o capítulo 10. Aí, ó, séries. Au. Science Salon. On understanding each on understanding each individual at Laplace. Olha, aqui nós temos Ulrich, aqui nós temos Medicine Pocket e esse aqui é o Name Day. Apareceu uma vez na história do Yetian, na 1.6. Chama vício, gente, não seja igual eu.
Did you wake up with a glitch this morning, Ulrich? The storm has already taken so many lives, and now you're planning to intentionally bring another one upon us?
Yeah.
Quit your worrying, Jonathan. The artificial storm will be under strict control, and you're not even on the research team. Besides, there are some issues we still need to fix, so we've come to a bit of a standstill for now. I promise you won't wake up to find the building engulfed by the storm.
Sorry? Are you saying that you've already started?
Ulrich, I have to warn you. Ever since you found that satellite, you've been pushing past the limits of Laplace's regulations. You've accessed materials from other branches, used valuable resources for your own purposes, and run experiments without proper clearance.
What baseless claims, Penelope? I'll have you know that everything I've done has been approved by the HQ director.
Director? We don't have a damn director!
But we do have a substitute director, so there.
Toma.
For the last time, I'm not the substitute director. No one can substitute for Madame Lucy. But let's set that aside. We're here to figure out what to do with the satellite, not to stage an intervention for Ulrich.
The solution's as clear as day, my friends. We'll do exactly what they did in Pleasance during the third storm. Find someone brave and send them into space.
he's right. Why don't we just build another satellite and see how it handles the storm?
Wow, what an amazing idea! Truly a stroke of genius. So, we're talking about a controlled experiment, right?
Eu amo Medicine Pocket, vocês não têm noção. Eu amo ele. Cara, eu vi um vídeo que é entrevistando a pessoa que faz a voz Medicine Pactor. Nossa senhora, ela é incrível, véi.
That means we'll send not just one, but dozens of satellites, all carrying different items.
What's the problem with that?
Oh, nothing. The budget team will be thrilled at the idea. Here's a better one. We sit tight and wait till the storm sends us back to 1995.
Tá certo.
And bingo! Surprise! There's our satellite, orbiting around the Earth once again.
Medicine Pocket, please mind your tone in the meeting room.
Oh, sure. Just as soon as they stop trying to waste all our research funds.
I'm with researcher Medicine Pocket here.
Nossa,
There's
pra
no
você
need
ver,
to
velho.
launch more satellites. We should be focusing on the artificial storm project. The project has made substantial progress. I have collected every item that was once on the regular satellite, including the space seeds from Plesetsk. You have no idea how difficult that was, let me tell you. It was easier to get Regulus's record.
Still, you probably didn't need to steal it, Ulrich.
You say that, but I've heard that it isn't going all that smoothly. Accelerating the reaction of asymmetrical nuclide R with fixed frequency sound waves so as to stimulate the storm. It sounds impressive, but what's the payoff? Have you found the key material that provides immunity from the storm?
Cara, acredita que é um nó, véi?
Good point, Lucas. I never claimed the experiment was perfect. In fact, I'll be the first to admit that it has some serious procedural flaws.
Huh?
Through 26 microscale artificial storms, I tested 7 different space seeds, an astronomical spectrometer, a high-speed photometer, some obsidian crystals, and a Lycopus lucidus talisman. None of them endured the trials.
So what do we do now? Just give up?
No! But I have used all the asymmetrical nuclide R that we had in the warehouse.
What?
Sit down, Medicine Pocket. Jonathan, go get some stress ball.
I'm...
No! I can shout all I want, okay, substitute director? Ulrich! All the asymmetrical nuclide R, it's all gone?
I had to use it. It's just standard consumption, like in any other experiment. And I got results.
With that amount of resources, of course you'd find something, dumbass. Even a broken clock's right twice a day. Keep at it if you want. You're gonna smash that dead end head on.
I don't see why you're commenting on my work. We're not even in the same department.
Because you used my materials! That was most of the nuclide art from both the blast and the foundation! You have to be kidding me! You get all you want while I'm here like some chump filling out endless forms just to get a few drops! time, just give me the funds and Nuclide, and I'll be more than happy to run a few laps in the storm with that crap from the satellite and see what happens.
We would never endanger the life of a researcher like that.
That's why we should launch another satellite. No need to risk anyone's life, especially since we got plenty of colleagues with aeronautics experience.
Can't do that. Our best space expert is still in the Laplace care unit.
So, Ulrich, what's the next step with your experiment?
I'm taking it outside, of course. The richest deposits of asymmetrical nuclide R aren't in the lab or the Foundation's warehouse. They're out there in the real world.
Trabalho de campo.
We've been overlooking how the density of nuclide R has affected our experiment results.
Come on, Ulrich, that's just an excuse. Where would you find a higher nuclide R density than in a Laplace lab?
That might be the exact problem. The environment here is too controlled, too clean. The storm has never been the manifestation of order, but of chaos.
And how exactly do you plan on finding chaos?
Everyone, please. If we just sit here arguing instead of getting out there and doing something, those sneaky researchers at Institutum Lawrence are going to get ahead of us.
Lawrence? That strange secret society?
Let's see what kind of bull they're spouting this time.
No medicine pocket, just toss the letter into the shredder.
Pô, medicine pocket.
Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies for interrupting your debate. The St. Pavlov Foundation has passed a new resolution.
Simone. Ah. Tive cantinho. That's okay. Ah. Ok. Finalmente. Vamos ao último desta live. Deixa eu só pegar o negócio aqui. Piracy, not the fun kind. This is a real game changer for records. Ai, pirataria. Eu amo pirataria. Eu não teria visto metade das coisas que eu já li, que eu assisti, sem a pirataria. Joguei algumas coisas também, né?
Miss Simone, did you just say something about the Foundation?
Não.
Are we not
Pressão.
moving off topic? We were discussing our efforts to identify substances immune to the storm. What is all this about the Foundation?
No idea, but it's sure to be the most cheerful, positive, wonderful news. That'll teach you to run Madam Buckethead out of town. Now it's going to be those Foundation dimwits calling the shots. Ha!
I won't stand for the Foundation ordering Laplace around. I'll set things straight with them later. You have my word. In fact, Miss Simone, you may relay my message now.
I understand your concerns, Mr. Enigma, but given our present circumstances, the Foundation's involvement may have a bright side. The resolution the Foundation relayed to me was principally concerned with your artificial storm project, Mr. Ulrich. What? Did you switch gears on us, Ulrich?
For flux's sake! All I did was ask for a little support.
Speaking of, the Foundation also sent through their approval for your other requests. Mostly anyway. They agreed to supply the majority of your requested materials, including replenishing a portion of our asymmetrical nuclide R, and they've dispatched field investigators to assist us. Additionally, they've done preliminary screenings on the locations you mentioned and confirmed they meet the specifications of our experiments.
The Foundation has never been this generous with us before. Huh.
Don't go popping the champagne just yet, Ulrich. Our new bosses aren't going to come anywhere close to replacing all the asymmetrical nuclide R you've wasted.
Still, it's all too easy. What's the catch?
They want to witness our results firsthand.
Deal. Someone, anyone, take down the minutes.
They also sent over another possible location that they haven't been able to confirm. A ship. The Foundation has requested that you investigate it personally. The Timekeeper will brief you on the details.
Fine, fish tank. You're off the hook for now.
Ah, eles têm que parar com essa tela branca, véi.
Just so we're clear, you're not planning to smuggle out my treasure, right?
I wouldn't think of it.
Fab. And you're not angling that I foot the bill for this excursion, right?
The Foundation's intel appears accurate. After some preliminary checks, I am certain this will be an ideal locale to conduct our experiments. I've never seen such intense readings of asymmetrical nuclide R outside of the storm.
Now hold on a minute, Ulrich. You're not about to take a swim, are you?
Only if necessary.
With my record? You've got to be off your rocker, mate.
Not at all. It's time it was returned to its rightful owner.
pleasure. Welcome home. Oh, I'll broadcast your tracks on Radio Apple for 72 hours straight and hold the rockinest party ever just for you. Oh, you've got my word. Hold on. You're not about to withhold my funds, are you?
Fret not, Regulus. Given its special significance to you, we made its composition analysis our first priority. Now that the first step is done, I'm more than happy to return it to you.
Ah, pelo menos tá bem, né?
But what about your experiments?
Not to worry. I've already made arrangements. We went to great lengths to ensure these replicas were identical in every way. We even reproduced the ink used in the signature. Identical down to their heart and soul, courtesy of Laplace craftsmanship. We've achieved complete consistency in both composition and appearance.
What? Well, I've got to hand it to you. They're dead ringers for the real thing. But this is piracy. And not the fun kind. Musical piracy.
Drastic times call for drastic measures. I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive us, Regulus.
Além de pedir dinheiro. Nossa, isso. Nem bateu 3 horas. 2 horas e 59, velho. Oxe, nossa. Ó. Botão errado. Fala que vai até, tipo, level 20 que vai ter batalhinha. Então, por enquanto eu vou fazer só até o level 10. Amém. Vai ficar 10-10 na teoria. Na teoria, senão eu acabo fazendo a mais mesmo. Não tem problema. Que susto! Pensei que a internet ia cair agora no final. Mas de qualquer jeito, ó. Eu entendi. Por quê? O capítulo, a parte 4. Véi, que trauma revivido, véi. Eu tenho tanta raiva da Constantine por causa disso, véi. É muita. Ah, vamos escapar o negócio. Ai, beleza, Constantino. Então, eles vão escapar no meio de uma... da Storm, da tempestade, beleza? Mas vai matar as crianças. Foda-se. A Vert ali no meio, não sendo reversed. Porque daí... Madame Z chegando. Vert, já vou falar do cargo de Timekeeper. Ai, véi. É triste, véi. Cara, quem fizer esse evento antes da história vai levar muito spoiler, véi. Tanto que às vezes eu nem recomendo, tipo... Tá, entre fazer história e fazer evento, quando você começa a jogar, é melhor fazer o evento por causa de recurso. Mas, tipo... Nesse evento, parte 4, você vai tomar spoiler. Aqui, ó. Bertin, criança e a Madame Z. Calma, eu acho que tem aqui. Só depressão aqui, velho. Nossa, eu fiquei muito triste agora. É esse daqui que eu tinha falado que era minha foto de fundo do computador, velho. Você coloca tudo os negócios aqui e deixa essa imagem linda no canto. Eu amo. Ai, velho. Que tristeza. Ó. Mas é isso, né? Acabou a live. Metade, eu acho, do evento feito. O evento, ele só vai ter 4 semanas, velho. 4 semanas. Então, eu vou tentar... Eu vou priorizar o reverse do que o ZZZ. Mas eu acho que dá pra fazer o ZZZ semana que vem. Porque amanhã eu vou ter um compromisso. Então, eu não vou poder aparecer, gravar nada. Então... Cara, é isso. Obrigado pra quem compareceu. Pra quem vai ver o VOD depois. Espero que vocês tenham uma boa noite. No caso, quase 1 da manhã agora. Um bom dia. Daqui a pouco todo mundo acorda. Só observa, Frost. Eu vou fazer o desafio da torre, tá? Um dia eu vou. Relaxa, um dia eu vou. Se der tudo certo, terminar o evento do reverse e antes da atualização, terminar tudo do ZZ, eu faço o desafio da torre que você quer tanto ver eu sofrendo. Mas é isso, tenha uma boa noite, tenha um bom dia e tenha uma boa tarde. Bye bye!